Hello, brothers and sisters in Christ. How are you today? I hope you're doing very well, that the Lord is blessing you and your family. We have today the day of Saint Martha, and what a wonderful gospel again that the Lord is giving us today. And it's talking about the death of her brother and how much she suffered through this event. And when she sees Jesus, she comes and tells him, "If you were here, my brother would have not died." And she's so simple. She's so original, in the sense that she's truthful, because she shows herself as she is, and this is something very good in Saint Martha, because she also knows that when she says, "But if you were here, my brother would have not died." So this shows the faith of Martha. This is her faith, that she truly believes that the Lord is capable of doing anything. When we ask for anything and he will give it to you. And it is sometimes important that we recognize that the Lord is capable of doing the impossible. And this is the way that we must talk to the Lord, with sincerity, opening ourselves as we are. And sometimes it is difficult to do it, but since the Lord knows everything about us, we should be comfortable in doing this. But Jesus also is very interesting, because Jesus, in a way, waits for Lazarus to die. And Jesus is the light. He comes in the darkest of the nights, in the darkness of our life. What a wonderful night. Have you read the poems of Saint John of the Cross from Spain? This wonderful saint, he devoted all his memories and his beautiful events of his life in poems. And he expresses so beautifully the relationship between him and Jesus Christ. How he says, in this darkest of the nights, the loving one meets the loved one. And it is very beautiful, because this is what exactly happens in our lives. Because the Lord shows us in the darkest of our nights, sometimes, that we are very attached to our emotions, that we're very attached to our sometimes vices, or things that we probably know that we're doing wrong, and it's difficult to let go, or sometimes our sufferings that have a hold of us, like sometimes being pregnant could be a challenge, the uncertainty, or our marriage, or our mother-in-law, or someone that specifically, it doesn't matter who it is, that somehow is damaging us, somehow has done something unjust to us. But the Lord also shows us, like he did with Lazarus, that everything is possible, that the Lord can make of us the most happiest and peaceful, like to be at peace in our lives through all these events. But we must show this darkness, which is our true selves, to the Lord, so that he can work the miracle on us. And it's just like going to the cemetery. Everything is beautiful, everyone has beautiful stones. Not to disrespect our loved ones, it's good that we have good, beautiful cemeteries, but just to make an analogy about how it is important that we open these stones of ourselves. Just a comparison, that in our lives, if we show truly who we are, then the Lord can make those changes that we so much need in our lives. So we have to lift up this heavy rock that is holding us down, and show to the Lord, so that the Lord can act and show us his mercy. I hope you have a wonderful day today, And this message is so powerful, so that, we can leave without this sometimes joy, and truly glorify the Lord with our lives, showing who we truly are. Have a wonderful day.